And that was what I didn't realise when I was an artist, when I was a pub landlord, when I was just not getting ahead. I didn't realise that everything I'd done in my life was part of my story and part of my price and part of my value. And property helped me change that, because you understand intrinsic value in a property. You pay 100 grand for it, it's worth something because it's got utility, you live in it, you bring up your family in it. 10 years later, it's worth 200 grand. 10 years later, it's worth 400 grand. And so I guess I always had the creativity in me, but not the capitalism and not the sort of honour and respect of money and my value to bring that's monetisable. And then I think property and business taught me that.
Yeah. And do you think, just on that point, do you think that's one of for people getting into business in terms of how they price and promote themselves, do you think that that's something that a lot of young entrepreneurs also suffer with, in terms of underselling the value? If you think of fitness and trainers, do you think there's any similarities between you and your art and people who are, coming into that type of business as well?
It's probably rife in the fitness industry. I have a lot of people in fitness and martial arts who follow my podcast and follow my work. And a lot of them have doubled, tripled and quadrupled their price. Because, if someone said to me they're a personal trainer and they're 20 quid a session, I'd think, they're shit, because they're 20 quid a session. What am I, 20 quid, that's nothing. Whereas I think the trainer thinks, well, if I charge 100 quid, people are going to say I'm a rip-off. But you only attract the £100 a session clients if you charge 100 quid. If you charge 20 quid, you attract 10 quid a session clients, who want 10 sessions for, they want a discount. So I think a lot of people think when they price themselves that if they were too expensive, they'd lose business. What they don't realise is they're too cheap. Because you wouldn't pay 20 quid for a personal trainer, because immediately you'd go, well, they haven't got any knowledge, any experience.